Joey Logano came into Texas Motor Speedway with a cloud over his head. Just a week ago, he was ranting into the radio and going home after being disqualified from Talladega. But by Sunday night in Texas, everything had changed. In NASCAR, momentum can shift faster than a pit stop, as Logano's victory in one of the season's sloppiest races showed. What about the other drivers? They departed the track furious over what transpired in Texas. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're on a mission to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of May, so join now and become one of our Originals fans. Thank you so much. Let's move on. Logano had undergone a difficult first 10 races of 2025, one top 10, no top 5s. Talladega's disqualification had added insult to injury. Logano, on the other hand, dramatically altered the narrative by starting 27th and battling his way to the lead. He was in victory lane as the checkered flag flew. The victory provides more than just atonement. It also secures a position in the playoffs. The sport changes so quickly, Logano said after the race. It is crazy how you can just ride these roller coasters. I am so proud of the team. Proud to finally get AAA insurance into victory lane. They have been a partner of mine since I have been at Penske, so 13 or 14 years, and we have yet to win with them, so it was awesome to get that done here. Logano's method of getting to the front? Nothing flashy, just hard-nosed, nasty racing. Slowly, methodically. A couple of times we had a really tough pit stall situation, and the pit crew did a good job of managing that. We just grabbed a couple here and there. The car was fast, I knew that yesterday. I just did a poor job qualifying. We just were grinding it out, a couple here and a couple there, and eventually we get the win. It is nice to get one. Really nice. Logano wasn't the only one that emerged from the back. Ross Chastain, who started 31st, persevered through the chaos to finish second. Starting 31st, we wanted to go plus 30 positions today, Chastain said. It's all on this crew, the engineering group at Trackhouse Racing and the group at Chevrolet. We made an adjustment during the race and it fixed the car. The late race modification was critical. Chastain admitted he was unsure early on. I was not confident yesterday. You heard me in the booth say it. With just one adjustment, it brought this Tootsie's Chevy to life, and that's why you keep fighting. Blaney, another Penske driver, placed third. Austin Cindric, who had won the previous week, led 60 laps until crashing. Josh Berry also had a fantastic vehicle, leading 41 laps in the classic Wood Brothers number 21 before being eliminated by an incident. Denny Hamlin was the first to exit the race, with his car engulfed in flames after an apparent oil fire. It was blowing up for about a lap or so before it really detonated, Hamlin said. I tried to keep it off to keep it from full detonating. That way they can diagnose exactly what happened to it. Speaking on Toyota's mechanical issues, Hamlin added, I'm not really sure. I've had blown engines in 2 or 3 seasons in a row now, where we didn't have any issues several years prior to that. Just trying to develop, I'm guessing, and trying to get more. Certainly we feel like we need to get a bit more power, but this was unexpected for us. The rest of the day was crazy. With 48 laps remaining, Jesse Love's spin caused a yellow flag pit stop. Ryan Preece nearly took the lead, but was a lap down due to pit cycle timing. Byron, Cindric, pole sitter Carson Hocevar, and defending champion Chase Elliott were all sent to the rear. The turning point came when Michael McDowell snatched 2 tires and jumped to the lead. On the restart, he outpaced Larson, taking the lead. Logano, as brave as ever, made the winning move. With only 4 laps left, he went full power on McDowell, who had to lift, allowing Logano the inside line. McDowell's car eventually came loose and collided with the wall, prompting the final overtime restart. Logano then had to hold off Chastain and Blaney. He led the last 7 laps without looking back. You don't want to give up the lead on a 1.5 miles. It's hard to get it back, said Kyle Larson, who ended the day 4th. Yeah, Michael just did a good job timing it. I left early the restart before and was going to leave early again then. He just anticipated and left probably right with me or just barely before. Blaney had one of the most painful what-if scenarios. During a late restart, he chose the inside lane, giving McDowell an edge by providing clear air. The one time I didn't pick the outside, the 71 got the lead and then I couldn't get it back, Blaney said. Just the driver making dumb decisions and not doing his job. Despite the sting, Blaney finished in the top 3, his best performance of the year and 3rd in as many weeks. Nonetheless, he remains the only Team Penske driver without a victory this season. Eric Jones finished strongly in 5th place. Stenhouse Jr., Austin Dillon, John Hunter Nemechek, Christopher Bell, and Daniel Suarez rounded out the top 10. It was a strange day, with few predicted results that matched what was put on paper. What about unpredictability? It is exactly what Joey Logano thrives on. The Penske veteran battled early on, but he is now not only in the playoffs, but also poses a threat. The championship road includes high-pressure races like this one. Logano's accomplishment at Texas, where he advanced from 27th to 1st place, served as a reminder that he is still one of the sport's clutch performers. Momentum counts. Just ask Logano. Within a week, he was essentially walking out of Talladega in shame. The next second, he's fist-pumping in victory lane. Logano is the only one who is smiling while the rest of the grid is still reeling from the Texas wreckage. Because after a season of DNFs, frustration, and unpredictability, he finally got it correct. And if Logano gets going, the rest of the field best beware. This win was not a coincidence or a lucky break. It occurred following a race that included 12 cautions, major crashes, and difficult restarts. It was a test of both mental toughness and racing skills. Logano and crew chief Paul Wolfe weathered each storm and delivered when it mattered most. Kyle Busch and William Byron, both considered contenders for the win, were also victims of Texas's tough terrain. Busch collided with the wall immediately after hitting the famed Turn 4 bump, which had previously claimed Josh Berry. Byron, on the other hand, was stranded by pit strategy when the caution flag appeared at the worst possible moment. Tyler Reddick's race mirrored the entire field's chaos. He spun, salvaged it, and then provoked another caution. It was that kind of day. Logano had both luck and precision when it counted the most. As the field prepares for the next race, one question remains. Has Joey Logano turned a corner, or is this just a high point in a season of inconsistency? If this is the beginning of a trend, drivers like Blaney and Larson, who wasted their chances in Texas, may come to regret not capitalizing when they could. It's also worth noting that Sunday's win marked Logano's 37th career Cup victory, solidifying his status among the sport's elite. His career has always been characterized by massive swings, with chilly spells that seem to last forever, followed by dominating performances that change the game immediately. The following few weeks will be key. Dover, Darlington, and Charlotte are all very different tracks that will determine whether Team Penske's breakthrough was a one-time event or a true return. If Logano continues to gain momentum, the rest of the field may suffer. Ross Chastain's excellent performance raises the question of whether Trackhouse is back in the running after a quiet start to 2025. And Blaney, who has been swift but not quite race-winning, is clearly on the verge. If he can cure a few of his mental flaws, he will triumph. Logano, however, is currently the center of attention. In just 7 days, he went from shouting in frustration to roaring with joy. And that's the kind of emotional turmoil that defines this sport, where fortunes can shift faster than you can say green flag.